a princess! A wicked witch of the east, bro! You're gonna look at me and you're gonna tell me that I'm wrong? Am I wrong?
All right, fuck it. We are live. We are back. I'm here with our good friend Sam Vituli. Join us with the biggest baby of a co-host, Kyle Kirk. What's up, boys?
Dude, when I'm out of routine, dude, I'm just a miserable human being. Completely out of routine. I'm up here in Midland working, but hey, the show must go on.
Show must go fucking on. Well, Kyle, thank you for hopping back on the show. Sammy, thank you for hopping back on the show.
Hey, shout out Majors 2-0. Just shout out.
Just whoop the shit out of whoever they played.
Yeah.
Dude, did you watch any of it, Luke?
We turned it on. And it was like 41-0, and we're like, all right, well, this is a blowout.
These poor kids, man. Those
They're
guys,
bad, huh?
Dude, like it
JV.
was really bad. Like,
JV.
Special Olympics bad. No. It was worse than JV.
Yikes.
Yeah, it was really bad. We don't need to recap that game.
Well, we'll have to have Cheese on hopefully next week if they get a little bit more competent opponent. But speaking of bad,
this week is supposed to be a better opponent. They're in Virginia, and it's like a pretty competent team. I think that this team like won their conference last year or something. So should be an interesting test.
hell yeah, we get back Cheese back from Millsaps Monday. All right. Anyway, let's just fucking get this over with because I've been just absolutely dreading this. Kyle, I'll fall on the sword first because mine was worse. But if you tell my picks,
really?
oh dude, I went over. I went over.
Oh shit!
Yeah, we went over. So
Yeah, it sucks.
Here we go. I'm going to start by prefacing this. Every year in college football, there's a week, usually early in the season, and I forgot about this, where nothing makes sense. And everything that you think is going to hit just doesn't hit. Obviously my card sucked. I'm sure everybody out there that bet on college football last weekend also, if you had a good card, send it to me and I'll post it because, like, if you had Georgia minus 24, lost.
Mm-hmm.
If you, like, any other game that, like, you had a hunch about any kind of team, it's just one of those weekends. So I'm going to get right to it. Arizona and K-State did not hit the 59.5.
They didn't fucking score at all.
No, they didn't score at all. They didn't score at all. I mean, K-State did their part in the over. Arizona, I mean, they looked great the first drive, marched right down the field and scored. And then Fafita threw a bad pick in the end zone. I think after that, he was just like shell-shocked and didn't want to pull the trigger the rest of the game. K-State put up 30. Ran the ball all over Arizona just like I thought, but Arizona just couldn't put up any points, and that over was dead quickly.
Dude,
next,
K-State's like awful in the secondary too, and they could not throw the ball for shit.
No, dude.
Well, they just completely cut McMillan off. Like they wouldn't let him get the ball.
Yeah, that, and I mean, I think he still had 100 yards receiving, but I think he threw one really bad pick in the end zone early, like in the first or second quarter, and then after that, I think he just got gun shy. But
yeah.
Anyway, that was a loss. Utah minus 20 was a loss. They actually put up a fuck ton of points. The final score was like 38-20. Utah State had some of the most insane catches that I've ever seen from like receivers, one-hand snags all over the place.
So
Utah
did
actually
Rising play or no?
Was this
No,
Utah's backup?
Yeah, they put up 38 with him.
This is Zach Wilson's little brother?
Zach Wilson's little brother. He had a good game.
He's just slinging that bitch?
He played good. And then the craziest thing was Utah had a chance to cover late in the fourth quarter, drive the ball all the way down to like the half-yard line and couldn't punch it in and kicked a field goal for 38. So, yeah, missed that one. And then Boston College plus 16.5, or Mizzou minus 16.5 against Boston College. What an absolute loss. This is why I get scared to bet on Mizzou, because we always have one of these games where like it just seems like everything that could go wrong does go wrong. Where I think we had like 145 yards in penalties. Just like Boston College
wasn't there? Did I hear that there was at one point like a 2nd and 60 or something like that?
A second and 59.
Oh my god!
It was so stupid, dude.
I mean, the refs
were out of control in this game because I had Missouri minus the 16.5, and I actually took them at minus 11 and took them again at minus 6, and they didn't cover any of it.
Yeah,
because late in the game, dude, Missouri was up. They were up 17 at one point, and then late in the game, they just gave up fucking back-to-back scores. Like it was nothing. I mean, just gave it to them, Sam. I don't know. Did you watch any of this?
I did not watch any of this game.
Boston College, like, well, the referees didn't help, but it was like nonsense, phantom calls, dude. Like, it was
Yeah,
like
it was crazy.
random.
Well, Kyle, it was
like,
an ACC officiating crew,
oh my god, what a
so
joke!
it is what it is.
Does that stuff actually make a difference in those games? Do they
Yeah,
I
actually,
don't. I
definitely
mean,
makes a difference.
if you're an ACC officiating crew and you're playing a game like in an SEC stadium and you have an ACC
Yeah.
team in that conference, I'm not saying it's true, but it just makes you wonder. Like the ACC as a conference just isn't very
Right.
strong right now. So how cool
Right.
would it be for Boston College to upset number 6 Mizzou? Anyway, they scored on the first fucking drive. They get bailed out on a fourth. We stopped them on third down or fourth
Yep.
down. They get a penalty. They end up driving the link to go score. The second score was off a botched snap, fumbled snap. The quarterback like rolls out to the left, and they're just like guys streaking down the field. Scored a touchdown on that. Other than that, they couldn't do anything on offense. So like I wasn't worried about their offense the whole time. Mizzou had like 450 yards of offense total, and that got in the red zone. They were just like, all right,
Field
well,
goal.
I forgot how to score points. So so we lost every bet this last weekend. Kyle, your turn.
So
Where
we gotta
am
go.
I?
We gotta go 4-0 next week to get to 500. Lucas.
Yeah,
Luke
we're gonna go
does.
4 now.
Yeah.
But I went 1-5, 1-4.
1 and
Yeah.
4.
God, and your Texas
Yeah.
A&M
Dude.
bet is the only one that hit.
Oh
That's
my-
so upsetting.
Washington, dude, Washington was so feeble. Did anyone watch any of this game? They were
We had it on. We had it on. I didn't have the sound on.
I
though.
did randomly throw this game on for a little bit.
Yeah, so they were so feeble, and they actually did get ahead at one point, and then that evaporated so fast, and then they never recovered from it. Like they're not good by any means, but they should have beat Washington State. You can't let little brother fucking beat you. First
Right.
off.
No, I mean,
Iowa
agree.
wanted to cover this so bad. They just don't have the offense. To
so
cover
do they
it.
not play defense as good as they used to now? Because they're giving
I
up.
guess
Well,
I guess not, Luke. But like they put up points. They put up enough points. It was one of those deals where they like Troy couldn't score. If they were going to cover this, they had to shut them out.
What was
Yeah.
the final on this
Troy
one? Do you remember?
Oh, they won by I think 18 is what it was final. I
Damn.
can't
So
remember.
they really
But
tried.
In Iowa like got the ball back late and could have went. And
it was 21-38 Iowa.
There you go. They got the ball late and could have went down and scored. They
Yeah.
actually got the ball, I think, on a pick on their side of the field.
God,
But
they
just
let
knelt-
Troy
they just
score
knelt.
21 points.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what. And so like that's what I'm saying. If they play defense, like they cover this no problem. A&M, Florida's absolutely horrible. But
Dude,
keep
they are
trying
so
to-
bad.
They keep
Also,
trying to go back to
Luke, your
Graham
Florida
Mertz.
take is just
No, it's
beginning
the
of
worst
the
take I've
season.
ever had.
It looks so bad. Dude.
It's the worst take I've ever had. I don't even know how they're favored against Mississippi State. We'll get into that later because Mississippi State's awful too.
I mean, I don't know, Luke. Have you seen them play? Wow,
They're really bad. I mean, they lost to fucking Toledo this
by
last
a
week,
lot.
right?
It was
Yeah.
like 40-14, dude.
I don't know, dude. I mean, I thought and I'm not defending him. I didn't think DJ Lagway looked that good.
But he didn't
I
look
thought-
as bad as Graham Mertz. Give me a
I don't know, but
break,
their only
dude.
scoring drive, Graham Mertz drove him right down the field, and then they took him out right after the second half.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well,
Look,
A&M
that Florida
probably-
take, I'm going to take it back right now. I didn't realize how little of skill position that they had on that team. It's terrible. It
Hey,
is so
so-
terrible.
I didn't watch this game at all, but was this backup quarterback for A&M actually pretty solid?
Yeah, he wasn't terrible, dude.
Or
but
was
it's
it
so-
Florida was just
mobile.
really bad?
He's
it's
just
so
mobile,
legit
and like he
because
didn't really have to
Florida's
throw the ball that much either. It was a rainy game.
But is he
and-
like noticeably better than freaking what's his
I
face?
think so,
I-
though, Luke. Right?
I don't
he's
know,
like-
dude. Like
Dude,
I don't know.
Florida's
You got to
so
get.
bad, Sam. Like,
Yeah.
it's hard to
It's-
judge the kid because Florida was so bad.
That's what I'm
He was
saying.
throwing
Yeah.
to wide open guys. He was running around. Nobody could tackle him. The touchdown pass down the sideline. He had 3 guys open on the same play, and like he took
Yeah.
the deepest out. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. It's hard to tell. I mean, by no means would I bet on A&M. If they played Florida 10 times, I'd bet A&M every time.
Right.
Florida's awful.
Right.
Dude, and then Vanderbilt, what in the hell? They should have won this game. They're
Georgia
not
State's
any
pretty good, but I didn't think they would
fooled-
lose to Georgia
no,
State.
Vandy completely fooled us week 1 and 2, like playing pretty decent because this was trash. Dude, they
Yeah,
got-
Georgia State won 36-32.
Yeah, they got fucking smoked, dude. They gave up 36 points to a lesser opponent. Like, give me a break. And then, dude, Air Force is that bad still. Just a heads up, even though they were awful. Like, I thought this was a no-brainer. Like, Air Force would cover this no
I was
problem.
about to say
They
Yeah.
I've watched Baylor, and Baylor's bad.
dude, they were
31-3 Baylor.
and they blew Air Force out, dude. So bad.
So
Like,
upsetting.
a teaser wouldn't even covered it. That's what's so bad about it. Like, you could have teased them 6 points, they still wouldn't. But who was our guest picker last week? Anybody, or was it Cheese?
We didn't have one.
Okay.
It was just Cheese.
Okay.
but-
Did Cheese have a card or no? He's not allowed. But I'm 9-9.
No,
I'm
not
still
allowed.
500. Let's keep chugging
Yeah.
along. See what I can do this week. I mean, I'm not below the line. So
Nothing wrong being 500.
nothing.
Hey,
wrong
look.
with it.
The thing about this show is we're at least going to hold ourselves accountable. We're going to put the record up every fucking week. So
No doubt.
regardless.
Dude, Luke. So I ended up losing a bunch of money because this past weekend because of Missouri. I think there was only really one play this weekend, and that was Alabama, Wisconsin. Wisconsin was so overmatched.
I know.
And-
That game was so. It seemed like it was so hyped up to be such a close game. It was probably just because it was the fucking whatever. It was
Well,
a
yeah,
big
I mean-
noon.
The only way that game was close is if they played it at night in Wisconsin.
Well, it probably doesn't change the outcome, but Van Dyke did get hurt like on their first drive.
on
And
the
they had to
first
put up-
drive, he did. He
Yeah.
did.
So, I mean, I don't know if that changes the game at all, but
That
I mean, it's
poor
not good
backup,
having your
Luke.
starting quarterback go out against Bama. I mean,
Yeah, that poor backup for Wisconsin, that's pretty sad. You would expect though a major program like that to have a decent backup that's maybe serviceable. Like that kid's not even serviceable yet.
Right.
no.
Like horrible.
I mean, who knows, man. Anyway, all right, that's what. So, Sam, you remember like at BC when we'd have a really shitty game and would lose to Baker by like
Yes.
I think our sophomore year by like 30, and we
Yes.
just didn't even watch the tape.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're
you
not
just
even
burn
gonna
the
watch the fucking tape.
No.
We're just
All
gonna
right.
burn the tape.
We're
Flush.
just gonna burn this
Flush
tape.
it. Flush it.
Here's what I'll say about this week though, compared to my bad week in week one. My week one picks were just bad picks. This weekend was just a weird weekend, and that happens once a year in college football.
Well, and it happened to be parallel with also a very weird NFL weekend.
Yes.
Dude,
So
I got smoked on NFL too, trying to make
Yeah.
it back.
Same.
all right. Well, if you're out there and you lost a lot of money this weekend, just know you're not alone because we're
You're
all
not
here.
alone. No,
Yeah,
you're
we're
not.
all doing this. We're all doing the same shit.
Never in a million. Last thing I'll say about last week in that card, never in a million years would I have thought that A&M was the only win I'd have.
It's
ever
so
in my
it's so
life.
sad.
Right?
It's sad too.
But you just
Anyways.
keep putting yourself in a good situation there, Kyle, taking them because it's either they win you money or you get to make fun of A&M fans.
I know. I need to just.
So you're
keep
in a great
doing it
spot.
every week. I need to do it every week, man. Oh,
All
shit.
right. Well, do we want to go through like some of the games from last week? I thought since we have Sam on, we can talk about some NFL football instead because there really wasn't a lot of like.
I would
good games.
love to talk some
Yeah,
NFL
and then-
football.
Let's do cards, and then we'll do the rest of the college football weekend because there are a few other games that aren't on my cards, and then we can do NFL.
Okay, you want to do picks now for like this next week?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's best.
All right, let's
to
do that.
Do you want to
I'll
get
put
Do you
up-
want to get my picks out of the way so you guys can because I'm not going to have any substance
Did
to
you
my
send them
picks.
in?
I just put them in my notes.
Okay.
I can if you want to make a graphic at some point, but so this is this upcoming or is this last week?
Yeah, this is this week.
Okay,
This is this
so
week.
I
This
had none of these, although I do think Nebraska wins.
I like that Nebraska. Yeah, 9's a lot though, Luke. I think,
9's a
'cause
lot.
Illinois is not terrible.
No, they're
No,
not
their
that
defense
bad.
is good.
Him, dude,
Um,
as high as I am on Raiola, dude, he hasn't looked. I want to see him like do what I think he can do.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like go out and put up points. Nebraska's one of the few covers on my card from last week that was not on the graphic.
It's
But
just
they
so
were one of the
fun
few
that Nebraska's
that won.
good again. You know.
Dude,
Yeah.
Nebraska being good makes it feels right. It feels
Right.
right.
Totally.
Dude,
And then we've
so-
got the Dookie Bowl 2.0. So basically, it's just the loser of the Dookie Bowl is playing in like the fucking shit on my chest bowl. Really, is,
I
is
know,
what this game is.
Hey,
'Cause
what's
you
a
got
worse game? This game or Florida State at the end of the year?
Oh,
This game.
God.
You got Florida
Mississippi State's
traveling
bad.
to Mississippi State. Florida is a 4.5 point favorite. You couldn't pay me enough money to watch that football game.
I was about to say, Luke, how many fans? What's the over under on how many people actually will go watch this game? It's an SEC
25?
game. Yeah, it's an SEC game, and I bet I would go. I would venture to say there won't be 15,000 people at this game.
Well, I mean, I guess both teams are like excited for it because they think that they're gonna win. You know,
Well, and whoever wins is Mississippi State 0-2.
1-2.
Okay,
Florida's
so
also 1-2.
Whoever wins is going to get to 500, I guess, is the way you could look at it. But my God, that's brutal.
We've also got Kansas going to West Virginia. So I took West Virginia also last week. Wasn't on my card. They were up. They were up fucking 10 at one point in the fourth quarter, and then just fucking blew that game right away.
They were up, Sam. They were up 10. They were up 10 points with 6 minutes to go.
Who were they playing?
They lost outright. They were playing
Pitt.
Pittsburgh.
Oh my God!
The backyard brawl. And
Who was telling me that West Virginia was supposed to be like this good team? I don't even remember.
Pat McAfee.
You did this over the phone with me the other day, and I was like, "Bro,"
Because somebody was like telling me like what I want to say it was like Luke and his buddy Logan was telling me West Virginia's supposed to be good. I was like, I don't know, man.
I kind of like this North Carolina game, Luke.
Over?
No, I like North Carolina because James Madison cannot score the football. They cannot score.
Yeah, I think North
play.
Carolina's. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'll say I watched them play the whole game against Charlotte, and Charlotte is terrible, and James Madison could not score. Can't. So I kind of like the North Carolina there.
I do too. I think they're only getting 11 because their quarterback's hurt.
But
they're back.
They should out after.
Totally.
Okay, this was one of my picks just because I know we don't like these huge spreads, but I honestly think Ohio State wins like 60-0.
Ohio State's their auto bet for me. Their auto bet spread and auto bet team total.
I did do.
I think it's on my card maybe.
I did do Ohio State minus 40 as a pick.
Yeah, auto bet. NC State plus the 17. I don't think that's a no brainer.
And they also what's his name's out, Kyle? Their quarterback.
Grayson McCall or Cleveland?
Yeah. McCall.
Don't care.
You're still taking the 17?
Clemson's not going to be able to score enough. That Cade Klubnik kid is absolutely fucking terrible. Him and DJ Ukulele should get together and puke.
I think they did at one point. Weren't they both at Clemson together?
Right. He learned. Cade Klubnik learned from the best. So
yeah, I thought this would be a pretty good little letdown spot for Kentucky, even though they lost to Georgia last week. But
Ohio's not always salty.
They're not a bad ball club. You got to look out for them.
Yep, always salty. Their coach has been there for 1,000 years. They always get kind of the Ohio State reject kids, and Ohio is always salty on defense, dude. They'll be able to hold their own there. I'm with you. Looking, it's 18, right?
18 and a half.
I like that spot with Ohio.
I do too, man. I mean, like you almost have a moral victory last week with Kentucky hanging on and almost beating Georgia. And then you got Ohio coming in. It's like, I mean, even that line too, 18 and a half. They're like, they're begging you to take Kentucky.
They are.
That's just a sharp bet right there.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
What else we got here? I think we'll talk about this Virginia Coastal Carolina game later.
Kind of the ones there. Interesting. This Arizona State Texas Tech game.
I know. I stayed away from it. If anything, I was going to take the over.
This is a weird-ass game, and one of my coworkers was actually saying today, we were talking about it at lunch, either one of these teams could lose to the other team by 20. It's such a weird
No kidding. Because Arizona State almost lost last weekend to Texas State. Yeah. Texas Tech almost lost to, what was the school? What was the other school? Abilene Christian.
Abilene Christian, yeah.
So,
and then got blown the fuck out by Washington State, like I told Nikoff they were going to get blown out. What time is that game at? 2:30?
Yeah, 2:30 on FS1.
If it was in Lubbock at night, I think it would be a Tech no-brainer there because weird shit happens in Lubbock at night.
Right.
But 2:30 kick, that's a boring snooze fest right there.
I like this. I did do on my card just because UCLA is awful. LSU minus 23.
Yeah, that's an easy bet.
Yeah,
UCLA is terrible.
True. I kind of like Arkansas on the money line there.
I was gonna
like
bring that up.
whatsoever.
Because didn't Arkansas play Oklahoma State really close? And I think Oklahoma State's
Dude,
better
should
than
have beat
Auburn.
them. They had Oklahoma State down like 21-7 and lost. No, Arkansas and their Arkansas's quarterback is athletic as hell too. I like Arkansas.
Taylor
right there
Green,
on the
dude's a
money line.
baller.
Yep.
And this isn't on my card, but I also kind of like Buffalo here in this spot against Northern
Talk about
Illinois.
letdown. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Northern Illinois goes and plays NC State next weekend. So they're kind of Buffalo's kind of sandwiched in there. I kind of like this Buffalo play.
Yeah. Kind of a look. They're looking towards NC State. Maybe
Off the big win, and they also are off a bye too, so they got an extra week to celebrate.
What do we think about Georgia Tech, Louisville?
Dude, I don't understand why that line was 10.5.
Dude, Georgia Tech is good. I like Georgia Tech on the freaking team total every week. They're like in the 30s, and they can fucking score, dude.
Yeah.
They can go. I mean, Haynes King, I like Haynes King. Dude, what the hell? Louisville's number 10? I guess I am not paying
19,
attention.
19.
19, okay.
Yep.
Still, they're in the top 25?
Let's see if I can make this
realize
bigger.
that, dude. Yeah, there we go. That's perfect now.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. That's very nice.
Perfect. If I could get a line on that UTA
dude,
HBU
I was literally about to say that's such a funny game.
I know, because HBU is like one of the worst programs of all time.
UTA and Houston Christian.
Yeah, but dude, UTSA's freshman quarterback is god awful. Like, kids shouldn't be playing sports. Bad.
I did watch that game last week.
I kind of like Miami of Ohio to cover here. I think 27 is a shit ton. I don't think Notre Dame is going to blow out another team the rest of the year, including Miami.
Yeah, okay. I don't hate that. I also the Kent State, Penn State, Kent State may be the worst collection of shit I've ever seen in my life. So, I mean, Kent State won't score. Will Penn State score 50 is the question.
I also did USC -6. I actually think they blow out Michigan.
Can I go back to Kent
agree.
State? Can I go back to Kent State real quick, just for last week?
Good.
They were the ones that got 74 on them against Tennessee, right?
That is correct.
Yeah.
That fat fuck Josh Heupel is the biggest dickhead on the planet, dude.
I love him.
Oh my god, they're kicking onside kicks up 40 in the second quarter. God, I fucking hate that guy. I hope they lose to Oklahoma this weekend.
In the fourth quarter and shit.
He's a prick, dude.
He is. He's a dickweed. He really is. Rutgers is on my card. I'll save that one for there.
Yep. So I almost put this. I almost put this game on my card. USC is a 6-point favorite going to Michigan. The only reason I took it off.
I do have it on.
You do?
Card.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love this game. And then I know that Michigan's switched quarterbacks to Orgy. I haven't really seen him play much this year. So I stayed away from that. But I do think USC is going to outscore Michigan. I mean, regardless of who's at quarterback, I just don't think they have the offensive skill
I also
power
think USC is just very good.
They're good, dude, and they're playing defense this year.
Yeah.
This is a low key team total spot for USC. It's going to be a low total, like in the 20s, and they're going to score 30 points against Michigan because people think Michigan's defense is good, and it's not.
It's not good at all.
They are bad. Michigan's bad in all three phases of the game right now. I think Michigan gets absolutely shit tossed in this game.
Luke, I know you're not going to take them again, but I also really like Mizzou -21 against Vandy.
Yeah, I won't take them again. I'll tell you when I'm going to take them again.
It's a bounce back.
At home, Luke. I like them at home.
It's a bounce back cover.
I agree. I think. I mean, look. I think we kill them. I don't think. I mean, I'm not going to bet them again until.
I will.
I am. I am. Yeah, no, I will as well.
I mean, they should fucking kill Vanderbilt. They should kill him.
Hey, Luke, I'll bet extra, and I'll give you half the winnings.
Okay, sweet, thank you.
But you're on the hook.
One of the games of the week, Utah is a 2.5-point dog to Oklahoma State. I like Utah in this spot just because every time I think Oklahoma State is projected to do really well, they always find a way to fuck it up. Cam Rising's supposed to play in this game.
The only thing is, I do like Oklahoma State at home. That place is kind of wild.
But it's during the day though. It kind of does. It doesn't hit the same during the day. As at night.
Boone Pickens.
Boone Pickens.
TCU tries to lose every game that they play. I fucking hate TCU. What's
Yeah,
it?
they're
What's the
bad.
coach's name? Do y'all know the coach's name?
No idea.
Uh,
No idea.
oh God, he should be fired after getting. Beat
It's
by
Sonny
Colorado
Dykes.
last year.
Sonny Dykes.
Sonny Dykes.
This motherfucker, they were up 20-0 last week against UCF and then lost the game. Unreal. Pieces of shit.
Oh,
Are we
gosh.
taking this Monmouth FIU game?
God,
Dude, look out for Monmouth.
I don't even know what the hell that is.
All right. Here we go again. Why the fuck is Florida State a favorite again? I don't understand. Cal just proved that they can beat fucking Auburn at home. And who on earth thinks that Florida State's to come out and win this game?
That's also my point to why I think Arkansas is the play on that other game, because Cal is not good and they beat Auburn.
Yeah,
I mean, they were in a dogfight last week with San Diego State. Cal was.
Yeah, Florida State is an auto fade right now, dude. That is
Bet against them again.
Yeah,
Take Cal. You
Fade 'em
can't
again. Not
until
a serious
Florida State is a
program.
15-point underdog. I won't even look at taking their side.
No,
Ever.
They're not a serious program. DJ Ukulele is terrible. He needs to go back to the island wherever the fuck he came from and sell used cars. He's awful.
100%.
Have we watched a
Miami
lot
and
of
Florida?
I like
Dude,
Miami.
What is this, Luke? This is
Okay.
also a huge situation right here.
South Florida's quarterback.
It's
Something Brown.
KJ Jefferson.
He's
No,
awesome.
I thought it was KJ. Oh, KJ's at UCF.
UCF. So
Okay,
Miami is a 16.5-point favorite going to South Florida. So this is the week last year where Alabama went to South Florida and almost lost.
Yeah.
South Florida is a very good team. They gave Alabama fits again last week. Whenever
Bama
they
did
played them
not
up
go to South Florida. Bama did not.
last year.
They went to South Florida.
Yes, and they almost lost that game.
Alabama
South Florida's
went
not
to
South Florida's
Yes.
not Charlie Strong still, is it? Is Charlie Strong still the head coach?
No.
Charlie Strong's a DC at somewhere, Louisville. I don't know where he's at, but
Oh.
no, he is not. I don't think he's still at South Florida.
Okay.
But
Yeah, Alabama went to South Florida last year and won 17-3. It was a 3-3 ball game at halftime, and then Alabama scored 2 touchdowns in the second half.
was it like a weather game though, or some dumb shit?
Kind of,
It
yeah.
probably
But
was.
I mean, Miami should cover this. All I'm saying is be careful because South Florida is better than people think. They just see like South Florida and they're like, oh, they can't be any good. But their quarterback is
16 and a
awesome.
half.
Yeah, that's a
I'm
trap ass
staying away.
line too.
I'm staying away. Yeah, it is. It's
Yeah.
a trap. I'm staying away.
Same.
Let's keep going. What else is there?
A&M better look out for Bowling Green. Honestly,
Bowling
like-
Green's they can hoop a little bit, bro.
they can hoop. I mean, Texas A&M is gonna think they're the shit beating the fuck out of Florida, but Bowling Green has what's his name? Connor Bazelak, was the backup quarterback from Mizzou, transferred to Bowling Green, and then he almost took down Penn State like 2 weeks ago.
Yep. And they were took him to the brink.
Kyle,
Yeah.
do you like Iowa?
I like Akron. No, I like Akron. Dude, South Carolina's fucking trash. And Akron's okay. Their quarterback's just okay, but South Carolina stinks. And yes,
The
I do
only
like
thing
Iowa again.
the only reason I would say South Carolina here is because Akron's that team, Kyle, where I would bet Rutgers because they would just run the ball over them.
Yeah.
And then I think South Carolina's just going to do the same thing. And then
Yeah,
South
that's
Carolina's defense should be good enough to keep them out.
Hey,
But I think South Carolina's going to do something stupid like try to throw the ball.
100%. Yeah. I mean, that's just right down their alley.
should the spread be 7 on Tennessee, Oklahoma? Like, is that
This
big
I don't
of a-
understand, and I stayed away
I don't
from
get
it.
it either. I'm all over Tennessee. No, I'm all over Tennessee. That hype.
I
is
haven't watched any Oklahoma. Is Oklahoma not good?
They haven't looked great at all.
They're not good. Yeah, their quarterback plays.
Oh my gosh, Baylor, Colorado. Oh my
But he
gosh.
is. But the quarterback at OU was like a highly recruited fucking kid though. And
Yeah.
maybe he has a breakout game at some point, but I don't think it's gonna be right here. But Iowa, back up. Iowa, I like Iowa again. PJ Fleck's a big fat loser. He's got little bitty tiny squirrel nuts. He'll never win.
Row the boats, baby. Row the boats.
He can row that boat right over the fucking edge.
Yeah,
Hey.
they're gonna get squashed by
he's-
Iowa.
What are your thoughts on Baylor, Colorado?
I'm not done with PJ Fleck and his stupid fucking tie that he wears on the sidelines. What a fucking douche he is.
No
The
doubt.
last guy that can dress that way is Jim Tressel.
That's the Ohio State guy.
Yep.
Yes, sir. That is correct. He still pulls the strings up there. Don't get shit twisted. I don't know, dude. Colorado's so fucking bad.
They're so bad.
Like,
So is
but it's in
I mean,
Boulder.
But
yeah, I
Baylor's
don't
so
know.
bad.
They're both
give me
bad.
Colorado. Yeah, give me Colorado. I'll bet. that game.
I want to go back to this Tennessee Oklahoma. Is it because it's not? I didn't see it on your card, Kyle. Whenever I was doing it.
It's not.
Okay.
It's not.
So
I like Tennessee though.
the only I agree.
Even at OU.
Yes.
Yes. The only thing that scares me though is Tennessee has not seen a defense as good as Oklahoma's defense yet. So I'm cautious because I don't like this line should honestly be like 10.5.
U of H is terrible, and they walk the ball up and down the field on Oklahoma.
I know, I agree,
Oklahoma's
but
not. Venables is dead. He's on the hot seat. First off,
I don't buy. For some reason right now I'm just not buying the 77 points against fucking whoever.
That's because you hate Josh Heupel's.
I do. I hate him. I want him to fucking lose this game
that's
so bad.
That's exactly why I like Tennessee right here, because he will make it a point to skull fuck them. Like,
I just don't understand why it's 7 though. Why isn't it like 10.5?
I don't know. That's because
Is it because it's at home?
Yeah. That's
but
it.
I mean, if anyone that's watched college football this year, everyone knows that Tennessee's looked so much better than Oklahoma, and they're getting 7 points.
Do you think OU wins the game, or you think
No? I don't think they win. I think why I'm not betting it is because I see a 7 there instead of like a 13.5.
So if you feel more comfortable at 13
with a bigger spread, yes.
Really?
Well, because I mean, like.
Right.
What you've seen from these two teams, it's like they're not even comparable. So why is it a touchdown game?
Because I think right here, I think it's the 7 because they beat them by a touchdown or better, and they get a push. You'll get a push out of it. That's what Vegas is doing right here. Is that they're not confident enough to give them 14, so they'll give them 7. They'll beat them by a touchdown, and it'll be a push for everybody.
I think I saw like 83% of the public bets too were on Tennessee, and the line has not moved a bit.
Well, 91% of the bets were on the Falcons. Were on the Eagles, and the Falcons scold them. So
absolutely scold them. Can't wait to talk about that game.
Yeah, we'll find out. Team total auto bet. They're going to score 1,000 points.
All right, that's probably good for.
Nobody wants to talk about Arch Manning. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
I mean, they played.
Sammy, do you want to do your picks real quick that you had on your list?
Oh yeah, so it was LSU points.
Mm-hmm.
It was USC points, Mizzou, and what was the other earlier game?
I don't know. This is terrible radio. Keep moving, Luke.
Sorry, just keep it going. Just put those 3 as of right now.
Right,
I'll send them to you. But that was.
I'll put the graphic.
Is it you or me first, Luke? I don't remember.
Let me pull it up. Why am I not getting the? Oh, I got to X out of this.
God, I love how much you hate Josh Heupel. It's so
I can't stand that fat fuck. I hate him.
Dude, Sam, during the game, Luke is just like, and no one's watching that game. They're up 45-0 at half, and Luke is just sending outrageous texts in the group.
They kick an onside kick up 40-0 in the second quarter.
And dude, and Sam, he's like not even saying anything. He's just like, this fat fuck.
Oh yeah, no,
I can't stand him.
He just can't stand that school.
I hate Tennessee. God. I hate Tennessee fans. I hate Oklahoma too, and I want Tennessee to lose so bad to Oklahoma. So bad. I hate both their fan bases.
Oh, this is interesting. You guys are on opposite sides of the Coastal Carolina game from my conversation with Luke.
Yeah, Kyle doesn't know that yet. Spoiler.
Yeah, I don't know that yet. Okay, yeah.
Spoiler. Sorry, spoiler.
I like Syracuse -9 was a late ad for me. Stanford is pretty fucking rough, dude. They let TCU drill them, and Stanford's got to go across country to New York. I mean, and Kyle McCord looks pretty good. I like Syracuse -9. I think Syracuse.
Yeah, Stanford's going to Syracuse. Stanford's plus 9.5. Over under is 57.
Yeah.
Next game.
Really like that.
Next game is Rutgers plus 3.5 at Virginia Tech. Over under is 44.5.
Yeah, I think Rutgers wins this game outright. I've got a full unit on a money line. I think it's plus 141, 137, somewhere in there. Virginia Tech is not who people think they are. Virginia Tech stinks. The quarterback's bad. They cannot score the football, and Rutgers is going to run it straight down their throat. Also, Greg Schiano coming off a bye is like unreal. He never loses coming off a bye. He's got 2 weeks to prepare for these fucking losers on offense. I think they're going to be just fine.
FAU is wait, go ahead.
I thought I didn't play this game, but I guess I did. Shit.
FAU
But,
plus
yeah.
2.5 going to UConn. Over under is 46.5.
Yeah, FAU, bad team. UConn also bad, but UConn being at home, they're kind of bouncing back with Jim Mora. So I don't know. I think UConn's better here. This is FAU is trash. Fucking
Cheeks.
terrible. Yeah, so move the next one. There's really not a lot to
Rice
say.
Then we
is
got
cheeks.
Rice plus 6.5
Yeah.
going to Army.
This has got to be a
Yeah,
pillow fight of a game.
They're also going to upstate New York. Army's just going to squat on the ball. They'll probably win 14-0. Like Rice is terrible.
Yeah.
Rice is awful.
And then we've got Virginia minus 3.5 going to Coastal Carolina. Over under is 55.
Yeah, I think Virginia's just a little better than people think they are. And Coastal has not looked great to begin the season, really. They are 3-0 though, aren't they, Luke?
Yeah, 3-0. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it is a different game when you go up there and play on that fucking weird ass turf of theirs. But I like Virginia here. I think these are 5 pretty decent layups. And then Ohio State team total over 45.5.
That was my
It's
other
auto
bet, by the way. Ohio
Yeah.
State points. Sorry.
It's auto bet for me. That's part of the card, right, Luke? That's part of my
Yeah, I didn't have enough room, so I just put it down here.
That's fine. Yeah, I like Ohio State team total over 45.5. It'll be on my card every weekend.
I love how you put on the card. Odds could change, of course.
Of course.
Yeah. And then, of course, I do buy the hook every time. That's just like my
Yep.
routine. I never leave a hook laying there. Either way, I'll buy it every time. So everybody, wise man once told me that it's only juice if you lose. So that's why
Facts.
I fucking buy the hook every time.
Good
All
advice.
right.
Yep.
All right. Let's fucking throw out some more L's. Here we go.
Throw out some more.
We are 5-9 coming into
We're
college
going
football week 4.
picks, huh? He said
Yeah.
I need a 4-0.
He needs to get back to even. He needs to get
What's
back to
that?
500.
What's that touchdown celebration that they're getting flagged on now, where they're just like raiding the scene?
Oh my
that
God,
what
it's
they're
so funny. It's so funny.
That's what I'm doing this
Raiding
weekend.
the
I'm
scene?
raiding the scene.
Drake London.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Illinois plus 9
Sammy,
going to
hold on,
Nebraska.
hold on, Sammy, what did the coach say? He was shooting T-shirts into the stands.
What a fucking
So good.
ridiculous. Illinois, 9-point underdog going to Nebraska. Over under is 43.5. I love this game. I think that the Illinois defense is really good. Nebraska hasn't even been tested yet in a close game.
Nope.
I don't think that this gets above a 3-point game either way. Give me the points. That's a shit ton of points for
I
Illinois.
know. I wonder what the 9 is. Is it because it's in Nebraska? Is that
In Nebraska, and they're saying a touchdown and a field goal basically covers for Nebraska, which I think is also a trap line for Nebraska.
But didn't Illinois drilled Kansas? Didn't they?
They beat them by like 4, but I mean their defense like put their quarterback in fits. I think he threw like 2 picks. One was a pick 6. So look, I don't know. Like Nebraska notoriously is terrible in close games.
Yeah.
They haven't had a close game all year. I don't think that they keep skating by and just beating the shit out of teams. So I like Illinois here. Also, it's on a Friday.
I like it.
Weird shit can happen on Friday. Charlotte, 28
that
point.
over's low too, by the way. But go ahead.
Yeah, I agree. Charlotte, 28-point dog going to Indiana. Indiana has been beating the shit out of teams as of late. They have that head coach from James Madison.
Oh, okay. From last year when they went deep. in the bowl?
Kurt
Yeah.
Signetti. That's his name.
Okay. Yeah, he's making
I think
statements about beating.
They
the shit
put
out
up
of
like 70-something against somebody, and then they beat UCLA last week, which they're terrible, but it was
And
like
Charlotte's
40.
really bad, right?
They
they're
just don't
really
play
bad.
defense.
Yeah.
They usually can score, and this year they're not great on offense either. But they for sure can't stop anybody.
Terrible. And then we talked about this game. Arkansas, 4-point
I like
dog
it.
going to Auburn. Over under
Yeah, I like this
58.5.
too.
This is a game where Arkansas comes out, and you're like, holy shit, Arkansas looks awesome. This is one of those
Yeah.
games. And I mean,
I like
Auburn,
this.
like they changed quarterbacks last week. They were in a dogfight again with New Mexico up until like the fourth quarter when it started pouring rain. But I love Arkansas here. I don't like this. Should not. I think this game should be a pick 'em. So if I'm getting 4 points, give me Arkansas all day long.
Dude.
And then last thing, Virginia -3.5 going to Coastal Carolina. This is really just a love bet for my NCAA dynasty team. But Kenneth and I have been secretly betting Coastal Carolina every week. They're 2-1 against the spread. Also, I just love that it's at home, and I like.
Okay, so there's no real reasoning, Sam.
No, I just they've been winning me money. They're the only team that's been. Yep. There's no real reason. Their quarterback's awesome. They got some good skill receiver. I mean, I like the 3.5. I wouldn't take the 3, but I like the 3.5. Maybe they can keep within a field goal. That's all.
Hey, and you know their personnel. You know their personnel.
Ethan Vasco's a damn good quarterback, dude. Just wait till y'all see him. It's on ESPN Plus. Tune in.
That makes me feel even better about my pick. But Luke's card is an awesome 4-team teaser. Give me 6. Give me 6.
Really nice.
Either way on all of these. Wow. I love it. Dude, I think Arkansas wins that game outright.
I think so too, dude. From what I've seen from Auburn, they are not good. No, they're not good. I was surprised to see him a 4-point favorite.
2-team parlay dog would be Rutgers and fucking Arkansas, dude.
Ooh, that's fun. That sounds really fun.
Let that sink in.
Let that sink in.
Oh, Syracuse is playing Stanford on freaking Friday. I like it even better.
Yeah, on a Friday.
They're gonna be on national TV in New York.
Has Stanford left yet?
Probably not. What the fuck? They better.
All right, Sammy, let's move on to NFL. Give me your top 3 NFL takes after weeks 1 and 2. Let me hear them.
Okay. I think there is a outside chance. I'll give you 1 hot take and then 2, I think, just normal takes. Outside chance the 49ers miss the playoffs. That's my hot take.
Okay.
It's not that hot.
I think Texans are a lock for the AFC Championship.
Okay.
And Caleb Williams is so bad at football.
Dude, he's so
bad at football. I am so annoyed. This is where I'm most annoyed. And I've talked to Luke about this. Before the season started, the hype around this guy being the next Patrick Mahomes and the automatic flip from the media just being like, oh, well, he's a rookie. What do you expect out of a rookie? And I'm like, I'm over it. I'm over the media treating this kid like he is LeBron James. Like, he's not. He sucks. He's really bad at football.
What's making it even sweeter for me, Luke, is the Bears are good as a team.
Their defense is solid. Their defense is so solid.
Their skill guys, like their offensive line's not great, but their skill guys are really fucking good. It's really, and I'm like sitting here thinking about it, and like I'm watching these fuckers play, and obviously Caleb Williams is terrible, but my God, Luke, let's scheme up something to get the ball out of his hands.
Well, you got playmakers all over the field.
His first drive was great.
They keep trying to fucking do 5-step drops, and he's getting hit at the top of his fucking drop because their offensive line's terrible. Sprint him out right. They also don't run the ball outside of tackles. Have y'all noticed that?
Yes,
Why are they not running the ball wide? I don't get that.
Hey, him going into that, like a number 1 pick going into that kind of situation with that many skill players and that good of a defense, just proves how impressive it was what CJ Stroud did last year.
Mm-hmm.
That was incredible. Nobody knew who Nico Collins was. I heard people on sports radio talking about how Nico Collins was a rookie because they didn't know he was a third year player.
CJ Stroud is going to cost jobs for a lot of rookie quarterbacks coming in because everyone's going to want the next CJ Stroud, and that shit just doesn't happen.
Yeah,
you know,
also a little cherry on top. Justin Fields is 2-0.
Oh, it's so awesome!
Even better.
It's
even
so
better.
Awesome.
And Justin Fields, he's not played great, but he's been a lot better than
Caleb Williams. Awesome.
And because you know why? Because the fucking Steelers have a head coach that'll fucking scheme something up. He knows they're not good, and he schemes something up for the guy. I mean, Jesus Christ, dude.
The thing that worked good with Justin Fields in Chicago was anytime like with Caleb Williams, like he does all like the running around circle bullshit. Justin Fields will just take off and run, and he's just faster than everybody. And so like that worked for him. Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, it's week 2 still.
Yeah, and Caleb Williams, like, bro, we're not in the Pac-12 after dark. You're not playing Utah State anymore. Like, dude, you're playing real life human beings on the other side. He scrambled out and did a freaking scramble drill and then threw interceptions twice. Like,
Hey, also,
what
I
the
was
fuck?
telling Luke, I get him being like pissed off about losing a game playing bad, but his like demeanor when CJ Stroud's trying to give him advice and I'm just like, hey, bro, I'm not hearing it, is just like, I'm like, dude, come on.
Well, did you see the video of Keenan Allen on the sidelines talking to him? The kid was
No.
clearly looking right through him. He wasn't even paying attention to him. And I'm just, well, it's because he's gay, so that's what. We can move on to the next thing.
Baker Mayfield looks awesome.
Fucking
He does
love
look
it.
awesome.
So
God,
fat.
he's so awesome.
Fat. He's so fat.
He's so
and
fat.
Just such a dick.
He's just such a good like vibes guy too, especially for
No
Tampa
doubt.
Bay. Like that is the perfect team for Baker Mayfield to play for is Tampa Bay.
I do like that Clint Kubiak's going off with the Saints. That's just great to see. Just great to see.
Yeah.
I don't know if it holds up because they've played the Panthers and I guess they waxed the Cowboys, but Cowboys missing the playoffs in play.
I don't think so, dude. Who are they going to lose to?
I don't know, man. Anytime they're gonna
I think they lose to the Ravens next week. I think they go 1-3.
Dude, the Ravens.
they play the
fucking
Ravens.
Terrible on offense, dude.
Gardner Minshew, is he nasty?
The Ravens. Dude, Gardner Minshew might be nasty.
Oh,
The Ravens just need to fucking hand the football off to Derrick Henry. I don't understand why they refuse to do it. It's like he's a secret or something that they're just like, we have to hide him from everybody in the NFL because he's so good.
that guy has so many miles on him. I don't know if he may be telling him, Coach, I don't want to touch a rock no more.
Dude.
I know, but like, fuck,
Holy
dude. Like, they don't
shit.
even run the ball hardly. They try to throw it with. I mean, they don't have
Yeah,
a lot of
and
awesome
Lamar
receivers.
Can't throw. Lamar can't throw, and
he
then
can't
has
throw.
receivers to throw to.
Hey, Luke, how rough is it just from a scheming standpoint for the Chiefs with Pacheco out, though, these next couple weeks?
I'm just gonna miss the shit out of him because I love watching him run, just because it looks like he like wants to kill
So
people
mad.
like while he's running.
He's so mad when he runs.
I do think the Chiefs' offensive line, especially in run blocking, like their pass blocking isn't like that great. Their run blocking is unbelievable though, and I don't like at this point you can put whoever you want back there, and they're gonna run 4 or 5 yards.
The alligator man.
Didn't they pick up Kareem Hunt? They signed Kareem.
Yeah, I
Hunt,
picked
right?
up Kareem Hunt this last
But he
week.
won't play
I mean,
this week, right?
there's a chance. I don't think he will. I mean, I think Samaje Perine, we have him. I think he'll kind of take over as a lead back.
Serviceable, and he's
Yeah.
serviceable.
Journeyman.
Yeah, and then we have the alligator guy, Carson Steele. I mean, he's
That
a
white
rookie.
kid, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he's a rookie, but I mean, he's got promise, and as long as he holds on to the
that
football.
bitch, didn't he?
Yeah,
Hey-
but so
hey,
did I
Luke.
mean Kareem Hunt did the same thing in his rookie
He
game.
did. Yeah,
against-
he did, and they
yeah.
put him back.
Hey,
in.
Luke, Kareem, he barely kicked her, dude. He
Dude,
barely.
he barely kicked her. He barely kicked her.
Oh, bro, that bitch still has whiplash.
That was Kyle. That was the whole thing. Whenever Sam and I were in college, we had Kareem Hunt, and he was awesome. And then, like, we found out that like he got in that kicking thing with the girl or whatever. And then the video comes
Yeah.
out, and he's already off the team. And I just go in, and I'm like, Sam, he barely
He
kicked her.
barely kicked her, dude.
Dude, that's what's
Barely.
wild is like that's how you know like they didn't need him, like so they
Right.
dumped him because of PR problems or whatever.
Yeah.
And Maynard Ramirez back in the early 2000s threw a fucking traveling secretary down the stairs, and the Red Sox didn't even suspend him. He played that night,
Yeah.
pushed her down the stairs. Same
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
They played him.
Didn't that
Unreal.
Astros closer? Didn't Jose Urquidy or whatever like do
It
something
was,
like that?
I know you're talking about. Yeah, he punched his wife. They immediately
And
cut
he-
his ass.
Yeah, he got cut. Yeah, he was
Or
gone.
he threw her down the stairs. I think it was the same because there was a bunch of Manny Ramirez jokes or something.
Yes.
Yeah, and that
Best
guy threw like 1,000 too. He was
Yes.
gassed.
Best noon game on Sunday is Texans Vikings. That's gonna be a great game.
Is it though? I think
Yes,
the
'cause
Texans are gonna get it.
I think that I think the Texans win, but I do think the Vikings are actually Kevin O'Connell is a genius. Like that
He
guy, he's a
is, dude.
great coach.
Yeah,
he's
have
a
you ever
great
like
coach.
noticed how big he is? He's an
Well, did
absolute-
you know I didn't even realize he played like he was the quarterback of San Diego State, like back in the whatever
Could've fooled
early
me.
2000s. Yeah,
Could've
but
fooled me.
he's a phenomenal coach. I mean, and Sam
Yeah,
Darnold
he's
does
good.
look good. I mean, he didn't have any of his.
Yeah.
He had Justin Jefferson for 3 quarters, but he didn't have any of his other guys. And
How
he like
good is Justin Jefferson? My
he's
God,
so good.
He's
He's
not
so good.
playing
And how
this
bad
week,
is
is he?
Jamar Chase? How bad is Jamar Chase?
Can I talk about that real quick?
Yes, go
Yeah,
ahead.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Trent McDuffie's a fucking dog, dude. Against Jamar Chase, 1 catch for 4 yards. And then Kyle, did you see that tackle where McDuffie just like wraps him up, regular tackle, brings him to the ground, and then Jamar Chase gets up, looks like he's about to cry, goes and cries at the ref, and the ref like throws a flag on him, whatever, and he's like super pissed off about it.
Yeah, dude, the Jamar Chase thing, I think he's
He's
pouting.
such a baby.
Yeah, he's just pouting. Like, go play football, bro. Come on, man. Like, you're making a lot of money.
And Joe Burrow's so good.
What's the situation? Like, he's pissed off that he doesn't have an extension, but the motherfucker still has 3 years left on his deal, right?
Yeah.
Well, because he got paid already, right? Last or 2 years ago?
But he's pissed because the other guy got more money than him.
Oh,
Jamar or
CD, right?
well, him
No,
and
he's
Justin
mad
Jefferson.
because Justin Jefferson got more money than him, and he said he wants 1 cent more or some dumb shit.
But he's not as
Is
good
that-
as
was
Justin
that
Jefferson.
real, or did I
But he's
get
not
it
as
wrong?
good as Justin Jefferson. So
No, he said he wanted to blow him out of the water.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. No,
I don't know,
Marvin
bro.
Harrison
That's-
Jr. Have we touched on him? That dude's wow.
And
Yeah.
Kyler's just also very good.
Yeah, Kyler is very good. The Rams are dead in the water. That was so
They just
stupid.
they have injury.
I
They're
bet the
injury prone.
Rams-
I mean,
Yeah,
their whole
dude,
team's
did you
injured.
see this week that Cooper Kupp, Puka Nakua, Aaron
Their whole
Donald-
entire Aaron Donald doesn't play anymore, buddy.
Yeah.
Their entire
Oh,
offensive
you're right,
line.
he's done. You're right. Sorry, but
Also,
nobody's-
Anthony Richardson might be a bust.
He's terrible.
That throw he had though was wild.
Oh my, you're gonna.
He
do
just
that.
throws
You're gonna
bombs.
do that.
That's all- I
You're
mean-
gonna do
No,
that
I'm just
fucking
saying-
Twitter guy?
I'm just saying that ball was wild. I do think he sucks. Also,
I
mean,
like the 49ers this weekend against the Rams. By the way, I think
Same.
they blow them out. I think
Same.
they blow them out. They're not going to be able to fucking score. The Rams are not going to be able.
who do the Chiefs have this week?
We got the Falcons Sunday Night Football.
Ooh,
That's gonna be
good
a good
game.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Good
fun
game.
Fun game. See if we can
Matt
get this
Ryan has
undefeated
little
season.
bitty tiny squirrel nuts too.
Yeah, true.
Who do
All
we
right, let's
like
get the
this
fuck
week?
out of here. It's
Hold on. Who do we like this week?
for plays.
I liked the. It was Packers. Who are the Packers playing?
I don't know.
Or you have it in front of you?
Tennessee.
Is
they're
Jordan
playing
Love
Titans. I'm looking
is
at-
Jordan
they're
Love
playing
healthy
Titans.
now? He's practicing.
He's practicing and he's
I don't
not.
think
He's not.
playing this week, though, right?
But they haven't said he's not yet.
Hey, LaFleur may have that thing to a plug and play situation in Green Bay, though. Them motherfuckers
Yeah.
are just a well-oiled machine. Like
Malik
I
Willis
don't
out
know.
there balling, dude.
Yeah, I kind of like Green Bay too. Now that you talk about it, and then, dude, talk about the Dookie Bowl. Las Vegas and Carolina play this weekend. Dude.
Give me Vegas by 30.
Give me Vegas,
Again.
whatever
Yeah,
the
Vegas by
whatever the
30.
total,
Give me
whatever the spread
Gardner.
is.
Give me Gardner.
Did you see
doubt.
Gardner's stats through 2 games? He's like 70% completion percentage,
Yeah, he
like
looks great.
4 touchdowns, no picks.
Yeah, he looks great.
Killing it.
But
awesome.
Anyways,
All right,
yeah,
Luke
All
wants
right.
to leave. Luke wants
Yeah,
to
let's
leave.
get the fuck out of here. It's hot in this room. All right.
Peace.
All right, boys.
Oh, I'll say it. Hey, Luke, fade that.
That's tomorrow. And that is it for us today. Okay, I don't know what. Whatever it is, it's not right on the teleprompter. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that.
There it is. We are going to do this thing, yeah.
Okay, but yeah, I can't read it. There's no words on it.
Ready? Yeah.
There's no words there. To play us out. What does that mean? To play us out.
This thing is going to do the video. Sing video.
What is? I don't know what that means. To play us out. What does that mean? To end the show?
Yeah.
All right, go.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a. I can't do it. We'll do it live.
No.
We'll do it live. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks again for watching. We'll leave you with Sting and a cut off his new album. Take it away.